Hey, Hill.
Hill here.
Gaming.
And welcome to a special episode of Fallout 4, where we explore the secrets of the Black Hornet. I'm here in Diamond City with a different companion this time. We are with, there he is, Deacon of the Railroad. Deacon, the Master of Disguise, who never really looks the same for more than 10 minutes. Here, he is now taken on the persona of a Diamond City security guard. So, let me just go down these stairs here. And before we begin, I'm sorry, I've got to go off on a little rant. Pretty hot right now. I updated my NVIDIA video card drivers because of the new game Deus Ex that's coming out. Now, you know, everything looks really good right now, except they really didn't do a good job of testing, because now when I open my Pip-Boy, I've got this dark shading and lines and stuff going through the Pip-Boy. It's dark. I mean, this used to be very bright, easy to see, but as you can see, there are like lines or streaks going through here, through all of my screens. This did not look like this before I did the video card upgrade. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Hopefully they will release another patch, but I don't appreciate this. I mean, you're gonna put out a patch for a game that crashes all the time and then ruin another game that's been working. I know, it's just the way of this industry. I mean, you fix one thing and you break another, and I have to deal with this so much at work that it really upsets me to come home and have to deal with this here. But anyhow, I'm sorry. I really didn't mean to burden you guys with this, but just want to explain why this screen sucks and looks like this, and you might have trouble seeing, you know, everything that I'm going to be presenting today. My apologies. But anyhow, let's go ahead and look at the stats here for the Black Hornet. As you can see, his damage protection with the Hornet suit is 279. His energy damage, or resistance, energy resistance is 366, and rad damage is 100. If we look at his special attributes, you can see that he's maxed out in every stat, but let's look at intelligence. He's got an intelligence of 75 on a scale of 10. How is that possible? Yes, I cheated. And the reason being is for the character story. I mean, this guy, he's the Black Hornet. He's the incarnation of a presence, of a being that has existed throughout the centuries. So with that comes a boatload of historical data and whatnot that he has access to. In addition to that, the intelligence just allows him to level up faster. So, you know, he's now what, at level 126. We just want to get through the game as quickly as possible and unlock as many perks as we can. So we're going to move on from there. So we can look at the different perks here. You know, he's got quite a few of them. Oh. You know, I'm looking at this for the first time. I usually just go to the perk chart here and look at what's you know, filled out and what isn't. But I'm seeing some new stuff on this other screen that I hadn't noticed before. But anyhow, it's all good. Okay, so as you can see, I mean, everything is not maxed out. I'm not completely cheating. Okay, so we're going to look at the inventory. We're going to look at the weapons that he carries. And I apologize, I'm like carrying like a boatload of stuff right now because the home here in Diamond City, home plate, has been renovated. I've taken all the items, all the inventory out of the workshop because I'm going to be installing a mod to modernize the interior of home plate. and we can just do a little brief walkthrough of home plate in a moment to see how it looks right now. But anyhow, we're looking at the Assassin's combat knife. You've seen him use this to slit people's throats when he likes to do things up close and personal. Let's see, what else have we got? The Deliverer, his favorite pistol. It does cryo damage on critical hits. You just can't shoot the gun and they freeze. You actually have to trigger the criticals in order to initiate the cryogenic effect. We have the electrified sword that he uses from time to time to not only cut people's heads off, but to electrify them as well. Here's the explosive advanced 10mm pistol that you've seen him use. Does 104 damage, and it uses that 10mm rounds just like the Deliverer. He does use the fragmentation grenades. Those are the most plentiful grenades out there. He doesn't have a lot of the other ones, but I would like to have him switch to like plasma grenades or pulse grenades in the future. It's just more futuristic and they look cool. Freezing rolling pin. Definitely going to showcase this one day, but he doesn't really use it. Let's see, what else have we got? Lorenzo's artifact gun he has used from time to time. The really great thing about this is that it has a blast of telekinetic force, and it will really wreck stuff. Even though the damage is only 50, it's an amazing weapon and it's a lot of fun to use, and we'll be showcasing that in an upcoming video. Okay, and here, this is his big gun, the penetrating shielded Gauss rifle that does a damage of 463, and it uses the 2mm cartridges. While I was looking through here, I discovered another Gauss rifle that I will probably switch to in the future. See if I can find that again, because I really need to dump this stuff back into the workshop here once we get that home set up. Okay, here it is. The 2-shot Gauss rifle shoots an additional projectile, and as you can see, the damage is 531, so that's even greater than the penetrating Gauss rifle that I've been using, so probably going to switch out to this one in the future. Alright, let's look at the costume. Okay, the first piece we have here is the Acrobat's shadowed leather chest piece, and this does have a legendary effect on it of reducing the falling damage by 50%. I have a mod that allows me to add legendary effects to armor pieces, and I also am using a mod called what is it? Armorsmith Extended, which allows me to put armor pieces on top of regular clothing, because in the vanilla game you can only put, you know, the armor pieces on top of like the vault suit and maybe the boss armor. There's just a few pieces that you can put it on, but with this mod you can put armor on top of any clothing without it disappearing, which is fantastic, because it was stupid to have people running around half naked with armor pieces on their arms and legs. I mean, why? Anyhow, let's go down here to the Armored Marine Tactical Helmet. Now, here's a note that you do have to have the Far Harbor DLC in order to get these pieces. It is included and found only in the DLC. So here we have the tactical helmet. This is the cloaking effect that you will see him use. You can see here enemies have a harder time detecting you while you're sneaking and not moving. So when he is crouched, he will become invisible. And you can see the damage resistance here of 122. This is ballistic weaved. All of the, well, there's only two pieces. There's this helmet and the suit itself, both ballistic weaved with the Mark V ballistic weave, which is the strongest that's available. So here we have the wetsuit itself, and this also has the effect on it of reducing the falling damage by 50%. So we have 100% fall damage resistance on this suit, so he can jump from any height and not suffer any damage at all. Okay. Moving on. Alright, for the arms, we have muffled, shadowed, leather, left arm, and right arm. These are just pieces that I found while playing the game. At the time, I did not have the ability to craft the shadowed leather, and shadowed leather is what, it's the black leather. So, you know, if you're looking to craft or find black leather to put on your character, shadowed is the key. So I couldn't craft it at the time. I just picked up these pieces, and it's probably time for an upgrade for the Black Hornet costume. Black Hornet costume 2.0 in the future. Alright, so that is the weapons, his stats, the outfit that he wears, and I think, whoops, wrong button. The last thing we need to look at is the secret of the Hornet venom. So, in order to craft the formula for Hornet venom, I'm going to hit my tilde key on the keyboard, which brings up the console commands. And here is the formula. You might want to get out your pens and pencils. Set GS space F jump height min 400. That's it. That is the formula that gives the Black Hornet the ability to jump amazing heights. Anything more is just ridiculously overpowered, and less really just isn't that dramatic. Alright, so I'm going to hit enter and activate that. Hit my tilde key to get rid of the console commands. And for an added effect, I'm going to pretend like he's injecting himself with the Hornet venom. So, let's see what happens when you have Hornet venom in you. Look at that. Wow, that is amazing. Alright. So there you have it, folks. The secrets of the Black Hornet. So, you know, feel free if you want to get these pieces and use these console commands. This is how he works. This is what he's all about. Okay, I almost forgot to show you home plate. Here's where it's located in Diamond City. There's a power armor station right here next to the front entrance. And we're going to go ahead and go inside. Now you have to buy this. This is all part of a quest. You would have to buy this from the mayor's office if you were interested. There are certain drawbacks to home plate. One of them is that you cannot dismiss companions to come here, and you're limited as to what you can build inside these walls. This workshop here is not fully functional, I guess. It doesn't give you all the features, all the crafting things that you can do at a regular workshop. For example, you cannot build a power armor station inside here, and there are a bunch of other things that you can't build either. So there are mods that can fix this. I will probably not install a mod that's going to change the workshop, but I do want to mod this area and make it, you know, a little more futuristic. There are, you know, like pre-war furniture and items that can be put into this area here, and that's probably what I'm going for. So I've emptied everything out. This was furnished at one point, and I started reading about these mods, and I said, hey, I want to do this. So I've emptied it all up, emptied it all out in preparation of installing the mod, because the danger is if you've left stuff in your workshop or you've got furniture and whatnot hanging around, it can get deleted when you install the mod. So it is important to empty everything out before you install mods in home plate in Diamond City. So here's the upstairs area again. Everything has been stripped out. And there's also a mod that would reduce the interior fog. That also might be something to look into in the future. And there is a, I guess, a back door here. Go ahead and go out through here. I understand that when you first purchase this, I'm kind of leaning up towards saying settlement, but it's not really a settlement because you can't send settlers there. But when you do first purchase it, you do have to go through this door in order for it to appear on your map so that you can fast travel directly to it. Alright, so that's home plate, and that should do it for this video.
Nice day, huh?
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.